Variables in Moonlit are constant values that you can store in your project to be easily referenced in any of your apps. Variables are a lot simpler than documents. These are usually used to store values such as your company overview, content writing guidelines, or product information. Let's add a new variable. This will be our Moonlit brand guidelines. We will give it a value which contains details about the tone and style we use in our articles. We can also give it some tags to help us categorize it. To use this variable in our apps, we will head over to the Studio page and open the content writing app we previously created. Just like how we reference preceding node values in our workflow using the double bracket syntax, we can reference variables like so, using the term variables followed by a dot and the key of the variable we want to reference. We can also use the slash key to view available references. In this example, we are providing the AI with our content writing guidelines. Instead of copy and pasting this value across all our content writing apps, we can just easily reference this variable. This is super helpful for middle and bottom of funnel content. We can store other variables like our features, pain points, and benefits to easily reference in our apps. Another benefit of variables is that we can use them in drop-down inputs. So let's say we are creating content briefs for 3 different clients. We created a variable for each one containing their brand overview and gave them all the tag, Client Overview. Now we can go back to the studio and click to edit the Brief Generator app. We will add a new drop-down select input and label it as Client. Now in its configuration, for the Options field, you will find a small button to the right. This will open a pop-up that allows us to set drop-down options from the variables. We can use the tag name we provided earlier to filter for the client's variables. Then we can select them and set them as options. Next, in the brief generation step, we will change the system message and tell the AI that it's working for the following company. Then, we will reference the client overview input here. Ideally, you would also want to extend this prompt to provide instructions on how to use this client info. Now, if we go to the Test tab, we can easily switch between clients and select the one that we would want to generate this brief for. So to wrap up, variables are super simple. They make it easier to reference recurring snippets from your prompts. As a quick rule of thumb, use documents and knowledge retrieval for when you have a very large amount of text data that it would be best to have an AI search and retrieve the relevant information, and use variables for constant smaller values that need to be accurately referenced.